Hello and welcome to Kump.
Hello.
Hello, Lucie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Feeling very calm. That's what I am.
Zen.
Feeling zen. I'm feeling energized and I tell people what I've been doing.
You've been engaged in a very involved project.
Yes.
Of making this. I don't know if you want to bring women back here and have sex with them or something, but you've been doing stuff to this
Is that
apartment.
an option? Was that only not happening because it wasn't clean enough? Look, I'm not gonna let you cheat on me if this house is a mess.
But you've been kind of feng shuiing everything.
Well, I don't want to culturally appropriate. I don't know. The feng shui nation might take offense to that. But yes, we have our cat. Her name is Dana. And she has taught me through her actions of aggression how to be more. Because a cat sees wires. The cat attacks the wires. She chews the wires. The wires drive her crazy, right? All over the house. I have a lot of wires. I have synths. I have computers with 2 screens and plugs and cords and all sorts of and cables, HDMI cables all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And the cat would just jump and attack it like it's a bag of spaghetti. I didn't know cats eat bags of spaghetti in the wild. I thought they ate things like mice or birds, but they eat spaghetti bags. Right? These cats.
Well, she probably sees all those wires and she thinks that the apartment is full of worms.
Oh, worms are okay.
They're full of
Yeah.
Imagine walking around your apartment and there's worms everywhere.
Right.
And you're like, I gotta eat these. That's what the cat's thinking.
Right. So it's like, and good for her. But also it makes her aggressive. But I think on a psychological level, like a subconscious psychological level, I want to eat worms. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I've been so aggressive for so many years. And I gotta be careful not to lose all of it. But because I've been seeing all these wires and subconsciously it's driving me crazy. I'm like a cat. So I'm like, and that's why I'm always screaming about things and going and ranting about currency or why my Uber Eats delivery is delayed. I'm just, and this guy's like, why? It's just how many Choco Tacos do you need in the day? That's not the point. I'm looking at wires.
That's not yours to decide.
Right. But but he doesn't understand. I'm just staring at a bunch of wires. I mean, do you think that who is like a pretty aggressive guy in like Dick Cheney? Dick Cheney probably just looked at wires all day. Whereas guys at Guantanamo who do enhanced interrogation, they get psyched up by just staring at a bunch of coax cables, like tangled coax. So anyway, I've gotten into cable management, which it's the kind of thing where as soon as I decided I got to deal because the cat would just go behind the screens and I don't know what she's doing. She's eating, and then you find a wire cut in half. But more importantly, I don't know what she's gonna find back there. So I'm like, I gotta fix this. And I assumed, well, there's probably if you type cable management on Amazon, someone in China has invented a bunch of little clip things. Probably it's everything in the world now. It's like everything you can think of. There's some factory in China that just makes a bunch of stuff, and it's cheap. And half of it doesn't work or it has no purpose, but the other half, you can, which is exactly what I got. I spent $15 for like 120 piece kit of cable management stuff with like little clips and snaps and mesh wraps, and half of it's useless. I don't even know what to do with it. But the other half, I wrap up the cables, I clean up the everything.
But it's not just that. You've been putting paintings up. You've been putting some of our records up on these little stands.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, once you start
John Coltrane.
Once you stop, just fuming about the fact that your Choco Taco is 5 minutes late, you're like, oh, what can I do with this? My head's clear. Mm-hmm. I'm a person again. I feel calm. So yeah, I got some paintings. Women don't want to talk about wires. That's just something I've noticed, just in general. I'm talking about wire clips, and Lucie's like, nope, You put a painting up. That's all you've done. The painting was like was the cherry on top of weeks of work of wrapping and tucking and snaring and tying
and squishing
and bagging.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's all about hiding things. You get these J channels. It's not I didn't buy just one kit. I bought a bunch of stuff. You have these little things that you stick to the thing, the floor, and then you put the cable through it. It's all got to go somewhere. It's like you're building basically a transit system in your apartment, and your wife just thinks you're just fiddling. Just plug it in. Just plug it. I mean, the guy who built the Brooklyn Bridge, his wife's probably just put it in the water. That's not true. She actually finished the bridge, I think. I think his wife, when he died of the bends or whatever, she actually got the bridge finished. She's actually very important. I got into Architectural Digest videos for a while. Shout out. I'd love to become an architect. Am I told to become an architect? Of course I am. These people who tell you can do anything at any age are idiots. How am I going to compete as an architect? I mean, I have to go back to school first.
It probably does. People probably do want a young, energetic architect.
I mean, they don't want. I'll be 60 by the time I can do anything interesting. If I was an architect, probably. No one wants a 60-year-old architect who has no credentials. So where do I know any of your work? No, I'm an upstart. I'm a fresh-faced kid. You're 60. Like, you haven't built even like I have a school project I can show you. Well, they think you must have gone to jail for murdering your wife. Best case scenario. It's like, like you're Andy Dufresne, but he wasn't even an architect. But if you told him the story of the Shawshank Redemption, but you were, instead of an accountant, you were an architect, maybe you get a job. Maybe they go, but they still are like, well, to be fair, we just don't,
Well, what kind of buildings would you want to work on if you were an architect?
The Empire State Building.
The Empire State Building. That's a pretty big one.
Yeah, let's make a second one or something. Or just copy it.
Make a second one right next to it.
I'd like to copy it and put it in China. Yeah. I mean, I know they have those duplicate cities and stuff, but I'd love to do that. I'd love to make like my own version of it.
I think you'd make a cool prison. Like, I think you'd be a good prison architect. Because you watch a lot of prison videos, so you could probably actually imagine what would be nice to have in there.
I don't want to make this whole episode about women and men. We're women from Mars and Venus, but that's a very feminine view of how who should design a prison, like the physical prison. I like what you're doing because a man would say, hey, you have to put a bunch of beams here and pour some concrete. And you're just like, who gets along with who? And this is two different things. As a warden would do that. Once I build the prison, the warden can go, the Latinos can go here and the whites and and they mix them, that's not the architect.
That's not necessarily true. I mean, we could solve a lot of prison problems with good art. I think we could solve a lot of prison problems with good architecture.
It's mostly race knowledge. Everything's broken down by race in prison. Unfortunately, it's not very progressive.
What if if you were in some kind of American History X situation?
Yeah.
I'm trying to not say. Just say out loud what would be happening to you. But what if you
the things that raisins come from?
Yes.
Yeah.
But what if there was just a tube that you could step into that would just take you out?
Like a big, one of those things that when you send letters, a pack, in a factory or whatever, it goes up. Yeah, it's like an escape tube. That's actually an interesting idea. It wouldn't just get clogged. It would just be constantly full of people. It would get clogged.
Well, look, how many attempts are you going to make to trap somebody in the shower per day? Probably those guys get one chance a day at best, right?
Yeah, but so one guy gets in the tube and they go to the next guy. He's like, let me in the tube. And then it becomes a game of because it's already there are guards and sometimes they don't care, but I think but you have to kind of do it in these windows of time. So it becomes a game of what do you do in basketball? Basketball's coming back tonight, by the way. NBA, shout out NBA. But how do you defend in basketball? You get between the guy and the hoop. So the whole game becomes get between the guy and the escape tube. Which is fun. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But I mean, we used to play this game called Red Light in prison. I mean, in a school, on the bus, school bus. And it was the thing, you had that red light in the back, and like, it was a pretty intense, brutal game. Like you started the front of the bus, and you have to like touch that red light, but everyone's really trying to like, just beat the crap out of you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Your school bus was so chaotic.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Was the bus driver yelling at you when you were
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck. And we didn't even realize that was from like Full Metal Jacket. This guy Carmine's, he was a really nasty man. But yeah, so he that's what it would become.
fun,
kind
though.
of. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, no one was actually trying to, California raising your ass. You know what I mean?
You know what I would do in red light?
What?
I would
Sock full of quarters.
start slamming people.
You would go too hard. You play too hard.
Yeah. I would dive under the melee.
I mean, sure. I mean, but then it could stomp you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very risky prospect. You have to get up at the end anyway.
How violent did this game get where people stomped?
I mean, you would have been, yeah. I mean, maybe not pretty, but I mean, I wasn't the toughest kid in the world. Like, I wasn't like some kid from Southie Boston or whatever. Is that how you say it? Southie Boston? Don't mess with me. I'm from Southie Boston. But anyway. But I mean, because kids are not like, older kids are not great at regulating how hard to hit a younger kid, or they just don't care.
Right.
Whatever.
I could see you ramming through a few people though.
Yeah. No, I won sometimes. It wasn't like, I guess they weren't like breaking your bones. If that's what if you're trying, if you're trying, like I'm a little bitch. Because I'm telling you a story and I didn't get my bones broken. You're just women love to see men violence each other.
I don't like to see men violence each other.
Yes, you do.
I swear.
Every woman does. It's part of evolutionary biology. And but yeah, so I've been organizing. So I got some paintings. And it's nice, and we're living in peace finally.
Yeah.
But so you can learn. Well, you can learn something from your pets. Pay attention to your pets, and pay attention to this podcast. Like and subscribe while you're here. Why don't you like us and subscribe to us? Why do you hate us so much? Why do you make me work for it so hard? It's kind of. I'm here. I'm doing a show. I'm not charging you. And you make me ask you every week. Subscribe, please. Give it to us. Just give us affection. Your cat. I don't do it up top. I wait 10 minutes or so. You make I'm like you make me feel like I'm some kind of guy like bringing flowers to an orgy. Oh, this is for you, and it's like you misread the situation. Oh, not again. I'm always a guy getting too attached at the orgy. And also notification bell. So I don't have to friggin' tweet at you and go, hey, why are you here? You should be on YouTube. I'm like a snoop. To do all that. Or don't. I don't care. I'm gonna be dead soon anyway. Also,
when you don't know this, but I've actually been leaving comments in the comment section of our videos telling telling everyone to not subscribe.
Mixed signals. So feminine. Just such deceptive traits.
I want to help. I just think some people might respond to kind of the hard to get kind of thing.
Yeah. Again, you're teasing and you're manipulating and you're being a woman. Congrats. Well, I talk in wires all day. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/RayComp. You get an extra episode every week for $5 a month. It also supports the show and allows me to keep buying, these wire cable kits that are just, half of them are useless. So I'm just wasting a lot of money here. So all the support you can give would be appreciated, but no pressure. And it's even if you don't care about supporting the show, it's an extra. I think it's a fair transaction. Anyway, what we got going on here? What's the story? So Trump, where's this thing? So I thought Trump was a billionaire, but now he's working at McDonald's. What's going on here? This is, I mean, let's see. Look, bring this up. He actually, I think he looks good in his uniform.
Yeah, he looks kind of cute in that. Yellow is a good color for him.
The yellow accent is nice. I do think that shirt, people talk a lot of crap about how he doesn't look good. He's got a fat ass or whatever, a weird body. But leave that shirt. Yeah. But that shirt's probably $1,000. I mean, he does have, like, he may not be like the most what do you call it, haberdasheried man in history, but he probably has expensive suits. No one at McDonald's you've ever seen has a shirt like that. With cufflinks. No one's ever worn cufflinks under their apron at McDonald's before. I guarantee it. I've worked at McDonald's. A man did not have cufflinks or a custom cut shirt. But he looks good as a point.
Yeah.
He's here because
he doesn't just want to look like a slob. Well, he wants people to know it's a publicity stunt at least.
I wasn't sure at first. Did he lose a lot of money again?
If you put him if you put him in a kind of slovenly shirt,
yeah.
People might not even recognize him. They might think he's like an old man working at McDonald's.
I think, I don't want to sound arrogant here.
Because he's lost that which kind of made his look iconic, like as he's aged. Like
No, here's the thing. I'm going to be a little bit arrogant here. I'm going to be a little bit of a know-it-all. I think I'd recognize Donald Trump in a different shirt. I'm sorry, was I negging you?
You don't understand the psychological effects of fashion.
You wouldn't even know. If he wore a different shirt, you wouldn't even know who he was. Couldn't even finish your meal. Is there like an article here, or is it just a picture? CBS News just this is like, what is this? They just posted a picture and that's the whole article. Wait, what? Let me zoom out. Don't click on it. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, that's what we got. So Trump did some kind of publicity stuff. I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh, here we go.
Well, here's another one.
That's great. That's a great shot. Honestly, I kind of want to vote. I know you hate. Everyone hates certain things, and like you didn't. Now you can't get feminine products anymore because he voted for Supreme Court. Whatever people don't like about him, the wall. It's people from Syria can't come here in August. But I kind of like him. Now this really works. You have to give credit where credit is due. This really worked. This whole whoever thought of this is a genius. This is such a likable fucking photo op. I've never seen a photo op work so well before. This is amazing. The fast food giant said it did not facilitate Trump's visit to a Pennsylvania restaurant and not endorse candidates for elected office. Well, then you fucked up. How did this happen?
This guy seems happy to be standing next to him.
Of course, he was the president. He might be the president again. This guy's used to standing next to like some douchebag who some Kenny who tells him what to do and he has no qualifications. You work at McDonald's? I did. I didn't respect my managers, but I had to listen to them. At least this guy has natural authority.
Yeah.
Plus, you might like him politically. You might like the guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you assume everyone doesn't like Trump? A lot of people, half the country likes Trump.
I know a lot of people like Trump.
At least half the country.
I understand.
He's a likable guy with a lot of people. And I'm starting to see it. I've always liked The Apprentice. Now I think about it. I love this man. No, I'm sorry.
McDonald's is distancing itself from Donald Trump after a high-profile visit to the fryer.
It's so funny that they're claiming they didn't know. Or maybe they didn't. That's such a coup.
The fast food giant said it did not facilitate Trump's visit to the Pennsylvania restaurant and does not endorse elected candidates for elected office.
Because they're cowards. Because McDonald's...
Actually, if you gotta find this guy just gets fired. He just let him in.
That guy just put, hey, Trump, give me an apron. I used to do with Trump. Let's see. Let's zoom in. Is there anything interesting here? Who's this woman talking about Trump? The fast food giant clarified did not facilitate. Again, stop saying the same thing. We are not red or blue. We are golden. All right, well, a golden shower.
Okay, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. The Feasterville franchise was closed to regular customers during Saturdays. How do you close down McDonald's without McDonald's knowing? Individuals who went through the drive-thru were pre-selected by both the franchise, or the franchisee did it, or whatever, the franchisor, and the local Trump campaign team. I mean, look, this is all a bunch of BS. I knew he didn't apply for a job there. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, they're really once someone says that, no, we pre-selected them. It just takes the magic out.
Yeah.
They should have just done it and put it on Instagram. Giacomantanio, who started his career as a crew member nearly 3 decades ago, said that as a small independent business owner, it is fundamental, quote, that we proudly open our doors to everyone who visits. Well, he didn't. He closed it down. What are you talking about? A lot. I mean, there must have been some people who didn't get in because it was a closed event. Right. This guy's a liar. So that's fun. I don't know if there's anything to say about it. What's your
I mean, look, I'm not going to say, it's kind of cool that he does that after 3 assassination attempts.
Well, they closed it down. I mean, the Secret Service is vetting these people.
Yeah, but somebody could be hiding in the, I don't know.
You think, like,
the guy who works the softie machine or something could be.
So the guy, the soft, you mean the McFlurry?
Right, the McFlurry.
You think that Matthew Crooks and the guy in the bushes at Mar-a-Lago and then the weirdo with the guns at the rally, where they failed, the McFlurry guy's going to succeed?
Maybe.
I mean, that would be.
It's a confined space. Like you'd be chasing him around fryers. It's
a great point. Honestly, you would be a better, whatever you want to call it, John Wilkes Booth than any of those 3 knuckleheads. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from how brave. You
don't get him in an open field. You get him by the fryer.
McDonald's, we're the kill box. It's like, I'm just picturing JFK when he's like, "That's the CIA. That's the McFlurry machine. That's the Coca-Cola. That's the fry station. We're in the center." I don't know. Well, McDonald's. What do you I mean besides the assassination worries? I mean, how do you feel about the?
Like, are you asking me if I would accept a hamburger from Donald Trump?
No, and I'm not. No, and I'm not asking. Yes. Right. I'm not asking you that. I'm not asking you. Does this make you want to vote for him? But something in the middle. I mean, something like does it make you on the spectrum of love? Does it make you love him more?
Yes. Yeah. No, I can definitely see why this would be why it would make him more appealing.
It really is I mean, the best photo op I've ever seen of a president or a candidate. Can you think of anything better? I actually like Dukakis in the tank. Can we bring that up real quick?
you like Dukakis in the tank?
I think it looks cool. Let's bring him up. Let's see. People talk a lot of here we go. This is Dukakis in the tank. I think he looks great. Why do people hate this so much? He's in a helmet. He looks cool as hell.
Yeah, what I had always heard is that the helmet looked too big on him, but it actually kind of fits.
It looks fun. Imagine if my president did this now. Hey, I'm in a tank, guys. Hey, you told some liberal nerd I'm in a tank. I love it. So that's number 1, and then Trump's McDonald's thing is number 2. I'm all about Dukakis in the tank. Get in the tank. Hey, if you're not doing, Michelle Obama should get in the tank. She's not even running. Friggin' Kamala, get in the tank.
Oh, definitely.
What is wrong with these people? They think they're better. It's a different world now. You remember Howard Dean?
Yeah.
Howard Dean went, we're gonna go to Alaska. We're going to Mississippi. Yeah. And he was done. That's what happened. Now you can just you can be like, I'm gonna burn the poor, and they just it's fine. It's fine if you want to do that. So yeah, I mean, can you think of any other Can we see if there's let's see if there's a greatest presidential election photo ops. of all time. Teaching you all how to Google. Well, and the first thing that comes up is Trump had one of the greatest presidential photos. Yes, he did at McDonald's. Here's 82 most unforgettable photos from an election. Let's go through this because honestly, I'm not even sure if it was Politico. I think it said right, whatever. This thing with Hillary Clinton and someone's holding a Hillary Clinton sign. Terrible. That's not even a thing, is it? Some guy in a mask. Again, a guy. It's not even a presidential photo.
These are just random photos.
Yes, so an elephant, whatever. Hillary Clinton. It's not even a photo op. These are just photos of like things that happen.
Events. Yeah.
Yeah, presidential photo ops. Eisenhower. Kennedy getting shot. That's a photo. It's not a photo op. Why is this not working? I'm gonna exit. Wait, whatever. All right. Well, it's not getting better from that. So. I don't know. This is terrible. So I have to say that it's the greatest I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of the better ones I've seen.
Yeah.
What's it? Yeah. I mean, campaign photos should be it. Memorable campaign photos, right?
But that's what I was trying to go
Yeah.
for. Are you questioning my Google skills now?
Okay.
Again, so I mean, this episode. The subtext of this episode is. Women hurt you. Is that a picture of Justin Bieber?
I don't know.
What did you find? You found nothing here. You really thought you were going to make me look stupid. You found nothing with your alternate Google. I kind of like presidential campaign moments. Is that what you want? All right, here we go. So this one's a little bit better, but still. Again, this is like you argue it's kind of.
Oh, sorry.
You can argue it's a little staged, but it's basically like again a photo of something that happened.
Yeah, I mean it's a photo of a newspaper, isn't it? It's not very good.
A photo op, in my understanding, is a situation where you kind of create a situation where like you're doing this event or thing to get a photo, right? Like we're gonna hang out with a kid in a wheelchair, photo op, Clint Eastwood talks to a chair. Again, not a candidate, but sure. Bill Clinton plays the sax.
Oh yeah, great moment.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's like so. That's one. I like Ike. I got a whole slogan. It's not really. And there's a woman in a visor. Stupid. George W. Bush holding a kid, going like, "Is this one of ours? Is this one? Is this one of Jeffrey's?" He was just so like, is this? He's like, is this part of Operation Monarch? This is so creepy. Dukakis in the tank, the best. Yeah, there you go. And then what we got? We got Obama hugged. Never heard of this. Pointless. Samuel Jefferson Nixon. It's not a photo op, but did they go?
It's also like isn't. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be saying about
JFK. I mean, this is a nice picture. What's it say about him that he's friends with him, or he likes that he's the black people like him?
But he also kind of looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He's kind of
yeah. He looks like he's touching me. It's touching me. It's touching me. And then afterwards, he's like, they're actually kind of polite sometimes. Like, all right, don't talk. JFK. I mean, this is a nice picture, but it's not really a photo op. I guess you could say like whatever. Hanging chads. Again, that's just something that's a cool picture. This is photojournalism, not a photo op. Bill, this is my point. No, Trump had at least the number 2, if not number 1. Because these are all, except for, wait, is that Biden and some biker woman? Is he fucking her in the ass? And the bikers are side-eyeing. He's like, honestly, even though he's at that point the vice president, that guy's not having it. That guy's about to break. I mean, I don't even think these guys are real bikers. And if he is, I apologize. But there's a lot of guys who like dress up like this who aren't, outlaw bikers. You can have a cut not being like, he probably isn't an actual like, whatever.
He's probably not a Hell's Angel, yeah.
No, or any affiliate, alternate group. I don't want to call him. He might be a computer programmer or whatever. And sometimes those guys might be that too. They also hack probably. The Hell's Angels might hack into your email. But anyway, my point. That guy even still is ready to throw that napkin dispenser into his skull. Even though he spends his days programming in Python and Ruby Perl or whatever his programming languages are, he's ready to bury this goddamn napkin dispenser into Biden's soft skull.
I can't tell if Biden is doing this to show that he has virility or if he's just like always loved greasy spoon diner pussy.
Yeah, just chubby,
trail.
like slightly chubby biker women.
Yeah.
Just rubbing his soft cock on her, smelling her hair. Jesus, Teddy, what is this? Is a terrible picture. What is this? Who is this idiot? Obama? Why is Obama crying? Did someone drop a piece of garbage on the floor?
Oh, was that his Tears for the Children of Sandy Hook?
All right, that's enough of that.
Dude.
No, I don't F with that.
Oh right, Clinton jogging. That's not really a campaign thing, but
this is one more. This is Clinton jogging. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I'm not showing any more of these stupid pictures. McDonald's, Trump, number 1 or 2. I like Dukakis in the tank. I can't get over that. I want that to be me. I've never wanted to be a man more in my life. Yeah, women don't want to fuck him, but men want to be him. That should be Dukakis. Women may not want me, but men want to be me. Look at me. I'm in a tank. I wish I could. Is he still alive, Dukakis?
That's a good question.
I'd love to meet him. He should do ads. He should be doing Super Bowl ads in a tank.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh no. When did he die? Scroll down. Not that far down. I'll take it over. Stop.
Well.
Let's see. Wait, you're right. Well, don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. His Wikipedia hides his age like he's who's a woman? Coco Chanel. Don't tell anyone Coco Chanel's age. They won't buy number 5 perfume. It doesn't matter. He's been dead for years, probably.
Oh wait, no, he is alive.
All right. Well, there you go.
He's 90 years old.
All right. Tell him to take over the Democratic Party. This is his time to shine. What is he doing? He's 90, so he's like Biden's age, right?
If I were him, I'd do a yearly photo in a tank.
Yeah, I would just make it a calendar, a nude.
Yeah.
Get my dick sucked. If I was Dukakis, I would hire hookers and get blown driving a tank once a year, make a goddamn calendar 12 times a year, and make a calendar every year. I just really honestly, it's the kind of thing where it's a collage. There's half of it's one big picture of him getting blown in the tank, but then you see the porn close-ups of a woman sucking. You know, just because
she's wearing a helmet.
She's wearing a helmet. His cock's a helmet.
Yeah.
You know, just really make it nasty.
Yeah.
And there's always a money shot at the end of the collage. Because to show, yeah, I could have done this. But what was he care? What he's the most embarrassed man in the history of politics, perhaps, for no reason. Why wouldn't he do that? You know?
Sure.
Maybe his cock sucks. Yeah, that's why.
It doesn't seem to be a big thing, like former politicians going into porn.
No, you are right. You were correct in that observation. That is an accurate observation, Lucie. You don't see many former politicians. Presidential politicians,
you see some politicians who are formerly doing some kind of porn.
Sure. Not tons, but some.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you count, like a tape trade, the kind of tapes they shoot at Skull and Bones. And, or at Epstein's townhouse, or Puff Daddy's parties. If you count those people as porn stars, then sure. Then everyone is. Literally everyone. You can't get in without that. That's you know that part of it, right?
It doesn't count as porn if you're wearing a goat mask.
Right. Yeah. Something. I mean, that's the interesting thing. It's one thing for that to exist, and you go, yeah, there's a lot of powerful people to protect you. No, you literally can't be one. Mm. I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe Bernie Sanders didn't do it. Maybe. Maybe in New Hampshire they can make that happen. Or is that where it is? New Hampshire, right? Vermont. But most of the time they won't let you get into any of these important positions unless they have it on you. So they can pull it out and go, no. You know?
Yeah. True.
We're going to show it that he is compromat. That's what the Russians called it, compromat. If you don't have compromat, you're no good to us. Defeats his own purpose. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why the tank. What else is going on? We're spending too much time on compromat. This is a lot of topics here.
This is actually a funny thing in his Wikipedia. Since the death of Bob Dole on December 5th, 2021, Dukakis is the oldest living major party presidential candidate who was never elected president.
Who's got that? He should say that while he's getting his joint copped.
You ever thought you would be with you ever thought you would be with the oldest living major party presidential candidate who was never elected to office?
You ever think that the oldest living presidential candidate to not be elected to office would be the guy whose joints you're copping? Small world. I love misusing small world. That's an expression. Hey, small world, I used to be gay. Doesn't make any sense. Well, no, it actually it doesn't make sense. It's a great joke. Is there more?
It's good.
Thank you. Is this the accusation to a prostitute? She's blowing. It's my small world. I used to be gay. I like it. What else stories? Different stories. Pick one with the mouse. I'll let you pick one.
Let's see.
Blank. Not working.
Let's talk about this.
Oh, okay.
Elon Musk said something in a church about people getting. Elon Musk has been trying out a lot of like assassination attempt material. Recently.
He doesn't seem to understand what venues, the concept of a venue,
right?
And where you say one thing versus another.
Yeah.
You know? So he's like, or maybe he does better than anyone. Maybe this church was loving it. I'm not sure. So what did he do? He said assassinating a puppet is pointless. Oh.
Not necessarily.
No, yeah. I mean, it could make a point. Wasn't that the whole point of wasn't Mo Green about kind of a puppet of the Pentangelios or whatever in The Godfather?
Isn't that usually what happens? Is that they get some puppet. And then the puppet starts, the whole puppet routine starts wearing them down a little bit. Yeah. And then you got to get rid of them.
You talking about like, puppet shows?
Yeah.
Jim Henson did this? Is that why they killed Jim Henson? I think Putin was kind of a puppet at first. I mean, not to say, not that he was. Yeah, I feel like
a lot of the people who end up becoming problems are kind of puppets.
People argue that basically the oligarchs, I think, or whoever, they they thought he could control him. But he was kind of a bucking bronco, put in the parlance of our time, and whatever. So my point is, but regardless, it just seems like I thought it'd be something like they keep trying to kill Trump. Why not kill? It's probably his dad. I guess he was saying like, oh, why don't they kill Kamala? Killing a puppet is pointless. That really just doesn't seem great. I'm not even saying like it's wrong per se. I mean, I don't think she's a puppet. Whatever. Maybe you can use that word.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care. I mean, that's not the point. It just seems like it's a kind of line that isn't. It just doesn't do anything. It's not. It's like it's like a Michael Scott line, or it's like not even Michael. It's what a fucking bitch, right? Like it's that kind of line. I hate that bitch. Everyone's like, we don't like her, but that's kind of weird. He said it like that.
and then there was another assassination joke at Elon Musk hands out $2 million prize and voter registration giveaway. Jokes, hopefully I don't get shot.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't what? Hopefully I don't get shot.
Oh, he gave out a big check. That's nice.
What the hell? Elon Musk.
Billionaire Elon Musk made a wry joke about getting shot for his plan to give away $1 million checks to swing state voters in support of former President Donald Trump's election campaign Sunday, just after handing out his second prize so far in Pennsylvania. I hope I live tonight, Musk joked at the Roxy Theater in McKees Rocks, just outside of Pittsburgh. Based on some of the things I'm getting, I might not. It's all fun and games until someone loses an eye or an ear. Hopefully I don't get shot.
No one lost. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean
What is he
anyone
paying? Is he just paying people to vote for Trump? I mean, look, I don't even mind it because I mean they can just do what he wants anyway. You feel like that if someone pays someone $1 million to vote for Trump, that like even though like we have secret ballots in this country, like you feel pressure to vote for Trump?
Look, I'd feel a little rotten taking $1 million and then not voting for the person who they wanted me to vote for.
Because you're crooked at heart. Like you don't actually care about power. You care like you're an honest corrupt. Mm-hmm. You're an honest thief.
Yeah.
You know, like look, you pay me to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, a person has to have a code. You know.
Yeah. Sure. Dukakis had a code. Look what got him.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, everything he does is just scummy.
Yeah, also it's just making it all about him. Like, people, they tried to shoot Trump 3 times.
I mean, honestly, it makes me like Trump less that he tolerates Musk. He should just tell him to screw off, rat. Get a lost rat. He doesn't need him. He doesn't need Musk. This guy is just like, the Cybertruck looks like shit. Conservatives should like just get rid of this guy. You guys feel like I'm going to give you some politics here. You look like cucks being nice to Musk. This guy like switched sides. Now you're going to like, oh yeah, we like you. Get lost. You South African weirdo. No one wants you. Go get Dad's emerald mine and jerk yourself to death.
He said he was definitely upgrading my security and said he was going to roll out an inflatable body double.
But this guy, enough. I'm not talking. We're moving on. I can't stomach this anymore. Central Park 5 sued Trump. Who cares? That was like 50 years ago. They just got out of prison or something?
No.
Then someone paid them to sue him. Whatever. I mean, like, it's fine. Trump probably shouldn't have done what he did. I don't know. But, like, I'm so sick of, like, time things. Except for the McDonald's thing. That was great. This one's crazy, though. Explain what is City of Yes, Lucie?
City of Yes is Eric Adams' plan.
And Eric Adams is who? The mayor of New York City?
Yes, the mayor of New York City.
The besieged mayor of New York City. Who is he in jail?
I mean, a lot of people around him are getting charged with corruption.
And he's been accused of. I think he's been grand juried already, right?
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, he's been accused of taking money from Amsterdam or something, or Italy. What is it?
Yeah, he's just there's a lot going on. But now he's coming out with a City of Yes. Does that sound nice to you? Just before you know what it is at all.
It sounds very sexual.
Yeah.
It sounds like an orgy.
Like a free for all, yeah.
Yeah, just a. I don't know how you enforce consent on that level. Is it just signs?
This is a City of Yes. Nobody can say no to sex here.
Right, like, is there signs on there like caution, entering here, consent is implied. That sounds very.
It does sound like there's something skeezy sounding about it.
That's actually an interesting sci-fi story. I'm keeping that for myself. The City of Yes. It's just the implied consent, but because the poor can't leave. Wow, that's actually really cool. No one take that from me. Go on.
Mayor Eric Adams' administration tried to persuade lawmakers today of its plan to alter the city's zoning code to facilitate development across the city.
What? That's what City of Yes means?
I guess that's what City of Yes means.
His proposal has the backing of Governor Kathy Hochul, the rat. The one who's like, why don't you send your migrants here? How about you don't? They already have them. There was nothing to win there. You're just trying to win, like, you're trying to look good to who?
Right.
This is the woman who's eating a sausage and saying, like, this is my brat day. I hate her so much. And like,
oh right, yeah, she fed somebody. Oh wait, no, that was somebody else.
What are you thinking?
That was Gretchen Whitmer. Gretchen Whitmer fed somebody Doritos. I don't know.
Gretchen Whitmer, the woman who faked her own kidnapping.
I don't know if she faked it.
I'm pretty sure it was an FBI faking job. But
well, there were a lot of FBI.
I think like 9 out of 10 of them were FBI guys. It wouldn't have happened if the FBI didn't do that. I don't know if you can
It was definitely the kind of thing where where the people who were FBI were going like, "Hey, why don't you buy these like fancy night vision goggles?"
You know, the
Here,
FBI.
I'll give you them.
The FBI can organize a kidnapping of a governor, and then acted like, and then got one guy. It's not that. It's the only thing. It's the FBI did something for some reason, and then some guy like they got some guy. It's kind of like when you take a client out for drinks in a strip club. Because you have the expense account. You work in Mad Men, but like this guy's expense account, but we all just want to go to Scores and get lap dances. It's like that. The FBI wanted to like do a kidnapping thing, and they just got this guy like, if we entrap this guy, he can pay. Like, you know, the budget will work.
Right.
We'll get the budget for this. What do they do? What is their game?
It did also like sound when I was reading about the group or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like the group's name sounded really fake. Like it was something like, I don't know, Midnight Wolverines or something like that.
No, the FBI is very, you know, I don't know what they gain from anything. They're a very confusing organization. The plan, which came up for a city council hearing today, has rankled city and legislators. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? All right, write quicker. I don't. Why? Let's just analyze this sentence. But the plan, which came up for a city council hearing today, has rankled city and state legislators representing more suburban areas of the 5 boroughs. How about this? I'll rewrite this. The plan made politicians mad. There you go. 5 words.
Does that capture the same thing?
I think so. I don't think anything was captured by this horse shit this guy's writing. People can't write.
You never have
shit.
to write that someone was rankled.
Yeah, rankled. What does that mean? His fucking his asshole skin was wrinkled. Rankled is when your asshole skin gets wrinkled. Not your ass skin, your asshole skin. To be clear, that's still considered skin, right? Your anus.
I think so.
Yeah. If not, I apologize to all the biologists out there. They have a bunch of problems with it. What is it? The sweeping plan wouldn't do enough to address the severe housing and for. Oh, so because you explained to me yesterday, I never forgot. But basically, the idea is that like he's going to put affordable housing
a little bit everywhere.
Okay,
like a little, you know.
So like, yeah, I mean, it's like
rather than stuffing it all in one place, which it seems to make sense.
So it'd be like a project tower next to the M&M store. Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
I'd rather a project tower than the M&M. Just turn Times Square into a bunch of towers. Like those, you know, if you've ever seen the project towers of New York City, I mean, they're probably similar to other cities, but you know, they always have that. They have that, you know, kind of 5-point design. They're very in the brown, you know, stone. They're very recognizable, and they're not the glass towers you usually see.
You were actually trying to convince me to live in one or something.
Well, I'm just saying, people talk about project towers, like people who live in the projects, and people don't get mad at me, but people talk about people who live in the this is like some NBA guy for instance, might come from the projects. Like, can you believe he grew up in the projects? Now he's an NBA, and it's like. I know that the funding was cut at one point, and they don't repair them enough, and like, you know, things happen in them. But I mean, stop telling people that like they can't do anything if they were born in a project. First of all, it's the point of the project is to help people. Now, they're not perfect. But hey, little boy, you can't do shit. You'll be lucky to get out of high school. That's not helping them. If your point of these towers is to help people, then stop telling the people who live there that they're very unlikely to accomplish anything. I don't understand the point of it, is fawning over everyone who makes more than 20 grand a year who lives in a project tower. Can you believe he lives born in the projects? He makes 40 grand a year. Can you believe that? It's not helping anybody. I don't want to sound like Candace Owens here, but stop it. But I guess those people, it is nice to be like, hey, like, you know, it's like when your mom is just like, you know, you can do no wrong, you know. It's very positive. I mean, you know, it's like most people claim they don't want to be pandered to, but a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. So I'm some guy who lives in the projects, and I fucking, you know, I open a checking account, and people act like I fucking, you know, split the atom. It's like I guess it's nice having that. I mean, I don't get a lot of positive, you know, reinforcement. It's nice. Sounds nice, actually. What's the point, though? So he's gonna. Council knows that zoning reform alone cannot. I think he really should go with my idea. Just make it a all consent city. If you don't want to move to Baltimore. You know. There's too many open apartments. Here's the deal. I'm the mayor of New York City. I unfortunately can't arrest the myriad of foreign nationals. Of the myriad of foreign-born people, and you think he's going like against the immigrants who own $20 million apartments and leave them empty. See, I did a little rope-a-dope. It is foreign-born people, but they're the people who buy these goddamn apartments, and it's trickle-down. Switched it up. It's trickle-down economic, housing shortage, because these fucking Saudi billionaires and Chinese, roller coaster tycoons and various war criminals from around the world use this city as a bank by buying real estate and exorbitant prices, and then don't even use it. It's an empty city. You can't even get decent food anymore.
Ghost city.
The ghost city. We live in a Chinese ghost city, and I would say I unfortunately can't take away their property because I'm not whatever. I don't know how. Because I'm not very qualified to be in this office. But what I will do is I will have the NYPD open up all the locks, and you can fuck in them.
Right,
you
yeah.
can turn them all into orgies. And if these Chinese people, these Saudi people, or these French war criminals have a problem with that, they can come here to New York City and lock their doors. But every week they get opened. So if you're not here, people will be fucking.
There's gonna be one penthouse will be used for fucking. One penthouse will be used for the bathroom.
The whole penthouse will just be a bathroom.
Yeah.
Who is that helping?
I don't know. People who need to use it.
But no. To be clear, you didn't say that one penthouse will be used. It's a different building.
I'm
by the way.
saying there could be different uses.
So right. Yeah. So you're referring to a thing that I don't know if every city has this problem, but in New York City, if you have to piss or shit, it can be very hard, especially if you don't have any money.
Yeah.
To find a place to piss or shit, because a lot of places will not let you use the toilet unless you buy something. Now your answer is to use the penthouse.
Yeah.
Which are typically high up. But okay, that's nice. But you didn't specify the bathroom. Are you because and a lot of these penthouses I feel like are open floor plan. Are you picturing people just pissing and shitting on the floor of the penthouse?
Yeah, I mean maybe if there's
that's disgusting. I don't want to piss and shit. That's not helping anybody. Just keep a bunch of homeless people in there and leave a bunch of crack in the middle. At that point, I don't want regular working people who don't have a lot of money should not be subjected to hey, well, if you want to piss and shit, you can come to this fucking dystopian crack den where people are pissing and shitting on the floor. Wow,
I don't think it should be encouraged, but
it should be discouraged.
Yeah,
you have made it worse for these people. You've enticed them to come to this awful place where fucking homeless junkies are shitting on the floor. Hey, we made it better for you. Now you can use the bathroom.
You're just not dreaming big enough.
A dream deferred. Who said that? Martin Luther King?
It's Langston Hughes.
Oh, much better. Was it? He's a good guy. He was a black guy, right?
Yeah.
It was that kind of thing, right?
It was I guess
it was a race kind of thing,
it was a poem about black people, yeah.
Who came first?
What?
Who came first, Martin Luther King or Langston Hughes?
Langston Hughes, I think.
Did Martin Luther King steal the "I Have a Dream" thing from the Dream Deferred thing? Holy shit, did he?
Look, it's possible he was thinking about it, maybe a little bit. It's a famous poem.
And it's so much bigger. "I Have a Dream" is so much bigger than the Dream Deferred.
Well, it's making a different kind of point. Yeah.
It's like a race.
That's also where the title "Raisin in the Sun" comes from.
What? Really? From Dream Deferred?
Yeah.
These people are all ripping off Langston Hughes. Wow. But it's like a race justice poem or something, right?
Yeah.
It's not about if I could dream about orgies, right?
No.
It's about race justice.
No, it's not about using a penthouse for pissing.
Right. So it's in the wheelhouse. So I feel like I'm not one of these guys who's chirping trying to find the reason to take down Martin Luther King. It just came up. I'm just saying maybe he took that a little bit. He didn't it's kind of like the Beastie Boys when they had to give all that money to Run DMC or whatever No, I got that wrong. I screwed that up. But you know what I'm saying. A lot of 80s artists ended up having the fucking... Vanilla Ice had to give all the profits, I think, to Queen or whatever for his bum 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 bum. Ice, ice, baby. And rightly so, because the rap is not very good. I mean, it's all the beat. You know, it's not. We're not one of those YouTube channels that covers Vanilla Ice 50 years later. Just go look it up if you want. I got no. You wouldn't think I'm a guy who's been feng shuanging wires out of his life and it's calm. I'm getting very angry this episode. So what's going on with this? This is the most pro-housing policy in the history of New York City zoning. We've never attempted to do something like this. At Dan Gardennock, as he shit into an M&M, a giant M&M. He cautioned, however, some claim that City of Yes will confuse rape, will entice rape. Will change low-density areas beyond recognition and lead to neighborhood extinction events. In fact, I think you will find the changes will be very modest. I mean, what is a neighborhood extinction event?
Every time they call it City of Yes in another sentence, it sounds dumber.
Yeah, that's bad.
Do you think this is a distraction from his?
Do I think
problems?
No, look, I mean, I don't care how good the policy might have been, which I'm not saying it is good, but even if it was a great policy, it's yes, yeah. I mean, the guy's doing this from jail, right? Like, is he literally in a prison cell, like telling his advisors over in the payphone? No, it's called City of Yes. You know that new thing you're looking for, the new policy you're looking for? Well, listen to this.
I never want you talking about this unless you're calling it City of Yes.
Right. Mayor, you're in prison right now. I don't know if you're in the best position to judge. Shut up, and I don't want to hear no. You know why? Because this is the City of Yes. Yes! I mean, I like Eric Adams. People don't like, I mean, do the cops like Eric Adams? He used to be a cop, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the cops are happier. Like, one of their guys got to be the mayor, and it seems like they're still kind of like, we can't do anything.
Yeah, but they feel like that's how it should be.
What?
I feel like they just get mad when it's not that. But like,
there's never been a cop mayor before. What are you talking about?
They get mad when they expect a certain amount of loyalty from the mayor.
Right. No, my point is didn't they like stop arresting people because like they weren't allowed to, people got mad they shot some people? Which is fine. It's your prerogative as cops. I'm not here to tell cops not to do that. I'm not here to tell cops that if someone gets mad that you shot a clown, that you should stop, enforcing murder law. That's your prerogative. But I mean, now we can go back to arresting people who murder, right? Just saying. The system's got to work. Look, you have a weird level of influence and you control the system like petulant children, and that's fine. I don't care. But like, you have to, now we've done, this is like a tantrum where you give the kid the Xbox and he's still fucking, shitting on the floor. Mm-hmm. Arrest my wife's murderer. Not you. I mean, he's a theoretical guy. I know who the guy is. He works at my deli. Moving on. I don't know. So what is this? What's to be learned from any of this?
Well, I don't know. Look, this could be an architecture project for you.
Maybe I can build a new project tower.
Maybe you could build some houses in the sewers.
Look, here's the reality. I didn't go to school for this. Okay, I got no experience. But Mayor Eric Adams, the most beautifully corrupt mayor in the history of New York, has given me the opportunity to prove myself, and hopefully I will. The foundations will be poured very soon in abandoned subway stations, and it'll have the double effect of not letting homeless people live there like in that movie Dark Days. Because I went down to that shanty city one time, and I was treated very poorly. So here, now I'm getting my revenge.
I'm going to smoke them out.
Yeah.
These tunnels are for taxpayers.
and maybe some of them can live in my project tower. I'm gonna build it around the M&M store. It literally like it surrounds it. My project tower will be the candy coating on the M&M store's chocolate. You know what I'm saying? It's a metaphor, but also poor people will live here, or people who whatever. I mean, people who don't. You. But I say one thing: anyone who lives in my building, you'll be lucky to make $30,000 a year. You'll take. If you make $30,000 a year, I swear to God, you must be the Messiah. Imagine someone living in one of my buildings and not being on. Like, what are we doing? And not shooting himself with his father's gun? Crazy if true. Again, I don't want to take away my respect for people who were born in the projects and accomplished something.
That's inspiring of you to say.
It's inspiring. Look, I just feel like, look, am I wrong here? I know it sounds like I'm just shitting on people who did something good.
It actually seems like you're doing the opposite.
Right?
It seems like you're saying like just live in the project, don't do anything. You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, don't accomplish anything?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying you should be able to do it. I'm not saying you
Sure.
This is why you just don't try to fix anything. Like, here's my thing. The world's incredibly unfair. And we've done terrible things. And I don't know. The world's done terrible things to people all over. But the moment you try to fix it, no one can fix anything. Just imagine we're all cats or animals. And it's just, it's just not fair. And we're just cats. And we lick each other. And we're just, meow. Or I don't know. Or just don't get mad at me. I tried to build a project tower and they got mad at me. I try to tell people, I'm just sick of being the bad guy. Whatever. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Patreon.com/RayComp. Extra episode every week. If you sign up for that, $5 a month, whatever, the deal. We'll see you all next week. Have a great week.